watching the sports and political channel of LB. I'm his contributor. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. Let's get down to business. So, last night, the Miami Heat went to Philadelphia, finished off the Philadelphia 76ers, and as a result of the Miami Heat finishing off the Philadelphia 76ers, the Miami Heat en route to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, before the season started, I was one of the ones that said that Miami was the team to watch out for. I did. I was one of the ones that said Miami was the team you had to watch out for, that they was the Eastern Conference Finals contender. Yes, that's me, this guy. So I'm going to give myself a round of applause and give myself a pat on the back for calling this thing out before the season began. Now, the Philadelphia 76ers got a problem. They got a problem. And I'm going to point to the one individual that I think is the biggest problem on that team. Now, I held out until the series was over with to really give my take about James Harden, because I didn't want to come off as biased. I didn't want to come off as some kind of individual that was out to get him or anything like that. I wanted to wait till the series was over and gave my assessment. And now that the series is over, I can give my accurate assessment on James Harden. I told y'all that motherfucker was a fraud. I told y'all months ago, matter of fact, years ago, that this dude was not it. That he was the shit factor when it matters most. He's the it factor when he's at the titty bar, throwing it up, making it rain, pouring it up in the glass of ace of spades, champagne, whatever you want to call it, right? Or he's the it factor. He's the life of the party. When he's at the titty bar, you got them big old double D juggling all over the place. But when it came to being there for his teammates, when it came down to James Harden being that man, he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. He's not built like that. He's not built like that. Two shots in the second half. Two. This dude took two fucking shots in the second half. Two. I want y'all to listen to what he had to say. I want y'all to listen to what he had to say. What's up, Cool Digester, LA Sports Live? Salute to y'all. I want y'all to listen to what this fraud had to say.
James Harden, 0 points in the second half, just 2 shots taken in the second half, 11 points, 9 assists. The final game of the season for the Philadelphia 76ers. Apparently, he has plans for his future in Philly.
Nothing.
You only took 2 shots in the second half. Was there anything Miami did, or was it just?
We ran our offense. The ball, I feel like the ball moved and, it just didn't get back to me.
What? You said that the ball never got back to him? James Harden said that the ball never got back to him. Now, in case you missed that, I'm gonna play that clip again, and I want y'all to listen to that. Listen to this clip again.
James Harden, 0 points in the second half, just 2 shots taken in the second half, 11 points, 9 assists. The final game of the season for the Philadelphia 76ers. Apparently, he has plans for his future in Philly.
Nothing.
You only took 2 shots in the second half. Was there anything Miami did, or was it just?
We ran our offense. The ball, I feel like the ball moved and, it just didn't get back to me.
So the ball never got back to you, James Harden? The ball never got back to you. The ball never got back to you, James Harden? Now, how do you explain this play right here? No, that's not the play. That's not the play. That's not the play. That's the play Jimmy Butler got the and one. How do you explain this play right here, James Harden? Now, this was a play, the ball was supposed to go to Korkmaz for the 3. Instead, he commits a turnover. Bam Adebayo jumps the passing lane because this was the play. Now, this was the play that the ball was supposed to come to Korkmaz. Korkmaz was supposed to take the 3. But James Harden tries to thread the needle. Bam Adebayo was at the free throw line. He jumps the pass, and he jumps the pass, gets the steal, and goes for the breakaway dunk. And where was James Harden? James Harden's right there. Doesn't even try to get back. Doesn't even try to get back. He caused that turnover and didn't even try to get back on defense, and Bam Adebayo flushed that bitch with a one-hand tomahawk. But the ball never got back to James Harden. Ball never got back to James Harden. But, hey, he committed that turnover, but the ball never got back to him. Are you kidding me? Okay, what about this play? Ball never got back to James Harden. Okay, explain this play. You're one-on-one with Victor Oladipo. You're supposed to take him off the dribble going left. Ain't that your prime? Look at his hand. Look how he's positioned. You're supposed to go left. You're supposed to cross him over and go left. Instead, you tried to dribble right, go behind your back. You go into a triple team, they steal a ball from you, and then they go the other way for an alley. But the ball never got back to you. Man, James Harden, you get the fuck out of here. Philadelphia 76ers. Y'all are about to make the biggest mistake of your lives if y'all fire Doc Rivers. This ain't no Doc Rivers. This is on him. This ain't no Doc Rivers. This on him. You mean the ball never got back to you? You commit 2 costly turnovers in the 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. And then you get caught sleeping on defense. How you let PJ Tucker beat you on a backdoor cut? Huh? How you let Max Strus outwork you? How you let Jimmy Butler get past you and get an offensive rebound? This motherfucker didn't even try. Y'all about to make the biggest mistake of your lives if you sit up there and give this man a max contract. This kind of performance here don't deserve no fucking max contract. It don't. Like I said earlier in the stream, he's the it factor when he's throwing up that money and pouring them goddamn bottles in the glass. Yeah, he the it factor. He the life of the party. He the end all be all. They got your fucking jersey hanging up in the rafters in Houston because you donated $1 million to the United Negro College Fund at the Titty Bar. Yeah, he the it factor there. All them hoes that would say, "Hey, I'm gonna show my ass and some titties and a G-string." just so I could get through college, right? They ain't got to worry about it now. James Harden got $1 million, literally $1 million at the club. Hey, what I'm gonna shake my ass for? I know James Harden gonna come in and give us $1 million. They got his motherfucking jersey hanging off the rafters at a strip club, not at Houston's compact. Not ain't compact arena no more. The Toyota Center. No, they ain't got it hanging off the summit with Joe Osteen grifting people every Sunday at his church. No, his jersey's not hanging off the rafters at Toyota Center. No, it's at a fucking strip club, a rinky-dink strip club. He's the it factor there, but when it comes time to get the bucket, when it comes time to make a defensive stop, when it comes time for him to lead his team, he's the shit factor. The ball never got back to James Harden, but he commits this turnover, but the ball never got back to James Harden. Are you kidding me? You only took 2 fucking shots the whole second half. 2. You trying to get Doc Rivers fired? Huh? You trying to get Doc Rivers fired? That's the play he called the turnover. That's where Bam jumps the passing lane. Korkmaz's supposed to get the ball for the 3. Bam jumps the passing lane, gets the steal for a breakaway dunk. This play, Jimmy Butler off the missed shot from Tyrese Maxey. That should have been a foul call in that possession. Jimmy Butler brings the ball up. You got Tobias right here on Tucker or whoever this is. I think this is either Maxey or I think this is Maxey or whoever. But the fact of the matter is, James Harden was supposed to stop the ball. The reason why Joel Embiid got that foul call and the and one, because James Harden didn't stop the ball. Instead, he let Jimmy Butler come to the charity stripe. He pump fakes. Joel Embiid bumps him. He gets the shot off and the and one. But that wouldn't have happened had James Harden stopped the ball on that play. What's up, you suit knight, Stevie J? That's on James Harden. That was off the turnover. Once again, that was the play where James Harden got the one-on-one against Oladipo and didn't take advantage of it. Instead, he tries to go behind his back, and he got that ball turned over. Now, he had 4 turnovers in the game, but 2 of those turnovers came at crucial moments in the game when Philadelphia was on the way back. This motherfucker ain't even tried to fight, y'all. Tyrese Maxey trying to fight. Shake Milton trying to fight. Tobias Harris trying to fight. They're trying to give it their all. They don't want their season to end. Not James Harden, though. James Harden standing around, getting caught sleeping on defense, and then looking around like a fucking idiot with his hands up. Like, what the fuck? No, what the fuck with you? Philly fans is booing. So let me get this straight, right? Daryl Morey traded everything and the kitchen sink. He traded away Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, Ben Simmons, future picks for this dude. This dude. He traded everything away for this dude. What's up, Ted Cox, my brother Too Raw? Go subscribe to Too Raw for Sports, Too Raw for TV. This fucking dude right here. He's a darker being a version of Ben Simmons. Hell, y'all traded everybody in the kitchen sink for this dude, and this dude only took 2 shots the second half. Here's another fact that y'all might not be privy to. James Harden, for the 3rd year in a row, this is the 3rd team he was on in 3 years, and in each year he got eliminated in the second round. 2020 got eliminated by the Lakers in the bubble as a member of the Rockets. Last year got eliminated in the second round by the Bucks as a member of the Brooklyn Nets, and now this year eliminated in the second round by the Miami Heat as a member of the Philadelphia 76ers. 3 years in a row, 3 different teams, 3 second round exits. Now, call me crazy. The problem is him. He's the fucking problem. You can't have 3 different scenarios and have the same outcome 3 different occasions. If you not, hey, that's like being in a bad relationship. You keep fucking hoe after hoe after hoe, and they keep leaving your ass for one reason or another. At some point, the common denominator is you, because you keep fucking with these trifling ass skip scaps, scallywags, and skeezers. James Harden is a skip scap, scallywag, and skeezer who out here stealing money from the paying customer. I railed on Ben Simmons, right? This motherfucker didn't even try, bro. Oh, too raw. I just played the clip. Bro, I just played the clip. And this motherfucker saying they told me the ball never got back to him. Now, for those of you who were just got in the room, right? For those of you who just got in the room, right? Because I'm not going to make you rewind this, right? I'm going to play the clip for you once again. Lights, camera, action.
James Harden, 0 points in the second
Let's
half.
go.
Just 2 shots taken in the second half. 11 points, 9 assists. The final game of the season for the Philadelphia 76ers. Apparently, he has plans for his future in Philly.
Nothing.
You only took 2 shots in the second half. Was there anything Miami did, or was it just?
We ran our offense. The ball, I feel like the ball moved, and it just didn't get back to me.
Why weren't you more aggressive?
Like I just said, we ran our offense. The ball, just didn't get back to me.
Now, you heard that reporter ask them at that post-game press conference, why didn't he be more aggressive? And he turned around and told that bullshit-ass reason about the ball never got back to him. Are you fucking kidding me? This motherfucker brought up the goddamn ball, like the homie 2 Raw said. This motherfucker brought up the goddamn ball, but the ball never got back to him? What the fuck? See, that's gaslighting. Okay, if you want to know what gaslighting looks like, that shit right there was gaslighting. That motherfucker had some nerve to say the ball never got back to him, despite the fact he the one that brought the ball up. He the one that ran the offense. He the one was in a one-on-one situation with Victor Oladipo, and instead of him taking him off the dribble for a layup, he tried to do some fashion shit, and the ball got stolen from him. But, hey, the ball never got back to him. Oh, you get the fuck out of here. Daryl Morey, your ass need to be on the chopper block for bringing in this fraud. Now, for those of you who may not remember, Daryl Morey was the same guy when James Harden was still a member of the Houston Rockets, when he was still shirking practices and shirking meetings for titties at the bar, when he was throwing it up and pouring it up, right? Daryl Morey, when he was the current president of basketball operations with the Philadelphia 76ers, and this dude said out of his own mouth that James Harden was the greatest scorer in NBA history. He got fined $50,000 for saying that comment because he was talking about another player on another team, and that's tampering. Well, goddamn, he need to be fined more than that. That motherfucker need to be fined $1 million for saying that dumbass, capping ass shit right there. Ain't no fucking way in hell that this fucking bum ass titty bar going freak is the greatest scorer in NBA. You don't get the fuck out of here. What's up, Eric? I told y'all this shit was gonna get godly today. I wanted to wait till this goddamn series was over. I wanted to wait if James Harden was gonna wear his fucking Pampers, and I was gonna get in that motherfucking ass. And goddamn it, that day came today. That day came today. James Harden, you're a fucking fraud. You was a goddamn fucking fraud. I told y'all this dude wasn't the goods. I told y'all that dude wasn't it. I told y'all this guy wasn't shit. I told you when it came for people to look for him, this motherfucker will perform a disappearing act like Houdini, like he's Casper, the friendly ghost. And you think you're going to take your ass to the fucking titty bar? You really think you're going to hit the goddamn like button, smash that goddamn like button and share these videos? What are y'all doing? Are y'all sharing this video? Are y'all sharing this video? Are y'all hitting that like button? This motherfucker needs to be held on trial for grand larceny. This motherfucker need to be on trial for grand fucking larceny. Stealing these people money. You going out there pouring it up. He just got Doc Rivers fired. Watch what I tell y'all. And Ticket called this shit long time ago. So I ain't gonna out here. So I ain't gonna be out here stealing nobody thunder. Ticket called this out long time ago. Watch. Doc Rivers and the Philadelphia 76ers are going to quote unquote mutually part ways. D'Antoni biding his time playing Jim Rummy, dominoes. Hell, motherfucker be making a quilt for all I know. He gonna end up becoming the 76ers head coach. And it's gonna be the Houston Rockets 2.0 in Philadelphia. Watch what happen. What's up, JFJ? 3,000 degrees. What's up, y'all? Appreciate y'all, man. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit the fucking like button. Cause I got a story to tell when it comes to this fucking fraud. 2 shots the whole second half, bro. 2 fucking shots. And then get this. The dude didn't even take not one free throw. The dude did not shoot not one free throw the entire game. Now, remember what I told everybody before the season began when the NBA revised those foul rules. You couldn't just have a motherfucker just flop like a fish out of water and flail his arms up and kick out his legs and put on these theatrics like he auditioning for a part in a movie. Like he up for an Academy Award and think he's going to live in the free throw line. It ain't going down like that. No more 61-point games where 30 of your points come from the free throw line. No more of that bullshit right there. No more. No more. And what did I say? When the NBA changed those foul rules, we was going to see who was going to be legit and who was going to be frauds. And I had it on good faith that the dark version of Osama bin Laden was out here being a fraud. And he proved me right. He proved Turan right. He proved Ticket right. There's a whole bunch of other people that he's proven right with that kind of shiesty ass performance he put on last night. What's up, Carla? What's up, Carla Jenkins? Salute to you, my sister. Yeah, man, they got me in Twitter jail right now. Carla, you already know they got me in Twitter jail. You know what I'm saying? I had to go at some bodegaggers last night. I had to go at some bodegaggers because they were sitting up here praising Gabrielle Sidibe, the precious girl, the hungry hippo, chasing interracial sexual access because she wanted a little ivory and her ebony. Now, if that white boy was able to, cut through all that fat, literally, if that white boy able to cut through all that fat, literally, and find that pussy, more power to him. Hopefully, he don't gag from the bacon fat. Now, what's up, Lucius Carter? Salute to you, bro. So I'm in Twitter jail until like 12 o'clock p.m. That's right. That's right. What's up, bro? I see you up in here, man. Salute to you, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all support what I do, hit me on the Cash App and PayPal. I need a lawyer anyway, so, hey, support my defense. Anywho, let's get back on this fucking fraud-ass James Harden. Let's get back on this fraud-ass James Harden. Brick Ross, what's up, Gina? Brick Ross. Oh, man. This motherfucker here, y'all. This motherfucker here. Now, I'm going to play the clip one more time. For those of you that just came in here, we're going to play this clip, class. We're going to play this clip. Because court is now in session.
James Harden, 0 points in the second half, just 2 shots taken in the second half, 11 points, 9 assists. The final game of the season for the Philadelphia 76ers. Apparently, he has plans for his future in Philly.
Nothing.
You only took 2 shots in the second half. Was there anything Miami did, or was it this?
We ran our offense. The ball, I feel like the ball moved and, it just didn't get back to me.
Why weren't you more aggressive?
Like I just said, we ran our offense. The ball, just didn't get back to me.
What else did when Miami came out and went on their run at the beginning of the second half? What were the biggest contributing factors to that? Miami's run that they went on at the beginning of the second half to kind of break the game open. Just what were the biggest things that led to that?
Yeah, bless you. We didn't score. They got some easy buckets in transition, some big shots, and kind of broke the game open.
How would you, reflect or evaluate, in case we don't see you tomorrow, reflect or evaluate on what's happened since you got here in mid-February, and what do you see this team being in the near future?
Man, it's for me personally. It's been a long year, but since I've been here, it's been great. We try to build something so fast. We try to build a championship contender team so fast, which I still think we are. We just missing a few pieces, but other than that, man, we try to go for it right away, and we just came up a little short. This doesn't stop. We still got to put work in and continue to keep going.
And what do you see with this team in the near future? You said you're going to opt in.
Yeah, we're trying to win a championship, man. That's the goal. So, whatever that looks like, to continue to build us individually, continue to get better, us as a unit, continue to get to know each other, find out what works, what doesn't work, and things like that.
So to be clear, you plan on still opting in?
Say it again?
To be clear, you plan on still opting in?
I'll be here. Yeah, I'll be here. Whatever makes this team, whatever allows this team to continue to grow and get better and do the things necessary to win and compete at the highest level.
James, you said the ball.
Okay. So let's talk about that, because that was a lot to unpack right there. I already talked about him earlier when he was talking about the ball never got back to him, but let's talk about the other things that he said in that interview. Okay. He trying to win the championship. How can you do that when you got big titties in your face? Huh? You over there in the club with Lil Baby and Meek Mill and whoever else, but you focus on winning a championship? Are you kidding? What? Who are you lying to? Y'all trying to win a championship, but they can't find you. James Harden, and I guess he trying to, find him a porn star tonight. But he trying to win the championship. Let me ask y'all something. Have y'all seen James Harden's game evolve at any point throughout his career? Did anyone see James Harden post up? Has anyone seen James Harden work on his mid-range game? Have you seen James Harden improve on defense? How can you sit up there and say that he's willing to do anything to win a championship when the actions are contradictory to what he's saying? His actions are not congruent with his words. He's saying he want to do anything possible to win a championship. but his game hadn't evolved. If it ain't driving with a layup, if it ain't step back, traveling in the process to shoot a three, shout out to my brother Too Raw on the PayPal. Let me see what you say on the PayPal. I'm going to check it here in a second. But I appreciate you, my brother. What the hell was that? And then he was saying, oh, well, when I got here, we were trying to do everything so fast. And what? The game of basketball is not that difficult. What do you mean we're trying to do something so fast? Look, if I press for time and I got me a girl and I'm trying to get me a quickie, that's when I'm trying to do something fast. I need my nut quick, fast, in a hurry, and I'm up out of here. I got shit to do. But this notion that, oh man, when I got here, everything happened so quick, and I was trying to get myself acclimated with the teammates and all that other stuff. What? Don't give me that bullshit, James Harden. Especially when you look, this motherfucker forced his way out of Brooklyn. Okay? He forced his way out of Brooklyn, goes to Philadelphia, but he was like, oh, everything just happened so fast. What the fuck are you talking about? See, that kind of gaslighting, that kind of revisionist history right there really gets under my skin. And you wonder why I don't got this guy in the top 50. That's right. He's not even top 50. Be honest with you, he's not even in the top 100. How is this dude in the top 75 players of all time? How is this dude in the top 75 best players of all time, but Alex English is not? Really? Alex English is not a top 75 all-time player, but this guy is? Are you fucking kidding me? It's excuse after excuse after excuse. The fuck is he talking about? They got your goddamn jersey hanging up on the rafters at a strip club. But you willing to do anything possible to win the championship, right? Why is your jersey not up there with the Hakeem Olajuwons and the Clyde Drexlers of the world? And the Rudy Tomjanoviches of the world? No, your jersey not hanging up at Toyota Center. Your jersey is hanging up in a rinky-dink goddamn strip club. What's up, John D. McFarlane? Salute to you, my brother. James Harden, look, obviously he's going to opt in, right? He has to opt in because there's no way he can opt out and become a free agent and think that people is going to pay him the money he's looking for in free agency. It is not going to happen. Because see, he's talking about winning a championship. Meanwhile, he's partying and bullshitting. He's partying and bullshitting, but he want to win a championship. That's the number one goal. That's the only thing that keeps me up at night. No titties, bottles, and ecstasy keep your ass up at night, motherfucker. Don't lie. How can you go year after year after year after year doing the same shit and expect something different? That's insanity to me. Girls in the club show love, shaking that ass in the club going up. Yeah, that's James Harden for you. I mean, what's more important? Because he got the same problem Ben Simmons got. He got the same problem Ben Simmons got. What's more important? Dunking the ball in the goal or dunking your ball in an Instagram model? Or in your case, a stripper. That's right. I'm trying to be balls deep tonight. Hey, you want me to put you through Temple University? Here's $50,000. Just let me dunk my ball in you. Or you go to LaSalle? Hey, here's another 10 racks. We about to get it on tonight, y'all. Hey, y'all want some bonus action? Like two girls at the same damn time? Here's another 20 racks. Let's go. I need some stress relief. That's right. Top me off like the motherfucking king I am, bitch. That's what James Harden's doing. He ain't fucking going out here winning no championship, doing all this bullshit, showing up late to practices, not showing up for practice or whatever like that. Going out here, partying up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning at some titty bar, but he want to win a championship. He would do anything to win a championship. Get the fuck out of here. Who you think you fooling? Who the hell you think you fooling? This should be the final nail in the coffin when it comes to anybody, and I do mean anybody, protecting and defending James Harden. Ain't no defending this shit. Look, I can't get jiggy with this shit. I can't. Okay? I can't get jiggy with this shit right here. But he want to win a championship. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of here. Right, John? Hey, man, that might be the worst game since the 2017 against the Spurs. I didn't think it would get that worse. But it did. 11 points on 9 shots. That's man. Ain't no level of unacceptable I can ain't no way I can stress how unacceptable that is. Especially when they're paying you over 30 million fucking racks. Exactly. He should be throwing out like how Jeffrey be throwing out jazz at the goddamn house. Ah! That's right. They should throw James Harden out of Philly like how Jeffrey be throwing jazz out of that mansion. He out here sticking. He was completely sticking up the joint last night. And they let him, and them Philly fans let him have it. Them Philly fans had seen enough. I told y'all when that trade went down, if y'all remember back in February when that trade went down, remember I said that neither team benefited from that trade. Remember I said that? If you remember I said that, press 1 in the chat. When that trade went down, because I remember saying that, I was at the goddamn coffee shop in D.C. flirting with 2 chicks. That's right. I was flirting with 2 females at the goddamn coffee shop in D.C. when I was doing that video. And when that trade went down, I said that trade benefited nobody. That nobody won the trade. And I was like, that trade didn't really make anyone better. It didn't. Ben Simmons did not play not one game from the Brooklyn Nets. James Harden, I don't know what the fuck that was this season. That wasn't the James Harden that people came to know. That wasn't the James Harden that his defenders was out here, going to bat for whenever myself or Too Raw or Ticker, whoever was going at him and shit. That James Harden sucks. He is fucking basura. He is ass cheeks. I mean, he is bloody, period ass cheeks. That right there was disgusting. And I don't know how Philadelphia, he has a player option for next year, so he's going to opt in. He ain't got no choice but to opt in. He can't opt out. That would be a dumbass move on James Harden's part to opt out after what he saw, after what the whole world saw. Well, if you ain't got cable in Bangladesh, you may not have seen it. But still, you get the idea. Many people saw what happened last night. There was no way James Harden could have opted out and gone to free agency and think that he was going to command a max salary. Ain't no way in hell. That would be the dumbest move on his part. It'll be a blessing in disguise for Philadelphia, but it'll be a dumbass move on his part. So he ain't got no choice but to come back. And Philadelphia ain't got no choice but to bring him back. Because who the fuck is going to trade for that? Who? All these dudes out here in the NBA, fucking frauds. James Harden's a goddamn fraud. It pains me to say that, but Damian Lillard is a fraud. He was out here sticking up the joint before he got hurt. And Damian Lillard was one of the players I really like. And it pains me to say that, but he's a fraud. Hell, Kyrie Irving's a fraud. All these motherfuckers out here putting on fraudulent activity. Daryl Morey, you an idiot. I tell you, look, I told people years ago that Daryl Morey should be a general manager at General Motors and not a general manager of a basketball team. He literally regressed. He had a team before the trade for James Harden that could have contended for a championship. That team now is a second round exit, no thanks to Daryl Morey. And then this dude gonna make a bigger mistake and fire Doc Rivers. But if I'm the owner and I'm seeing what the fuck's going on, I need to fire him. Daryl Morey is the guy that needs to be fired. If I'm the owner of the Philadelphia 76ers, fire that motherfucker. Daryl Morey. It's his fault that this shit happened. They don't want him in Michigan either. I wonder why. He's trash. But that's the greatest scorer in NBA history, right? He's a better scorer than Michael Jordan. He's a better scorer than Kobe Bryant. He's a better scorer than Dwayne Wade. He's a better scorer than Alex English. He's the greatest scorer in NBA history. So let me ask y'all something. How does the greatest player in NBA history only score 11 points last night? Huh? And they blaming Doc Rivers? Man, motherfuckers out here blaming Doc Rivers don't know shit about basketball. What's up, Cam Dudley? Motherfuckers out here blaming Doc Rivers don't know shit about basketball, man. There's no way you can sit up there and blame this on Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers, during the timeout, you see the clip on ESPN. You seen the clip. He's out there begging, pleading, imploring his guys to go out there and get it. And they don't want it. Especially that fucking Osama bin Laden beer-having motherfucker and James Harden. That's not on Doc Rivers. That's on him. He's getting paid $30 million to be throwing it up, pouring it up, and shaking his ass all over the club. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised this motherfucker slide down the pole with Dookie stains in his drawers. What's up, Paul Raw Dog? Salute to you, man. He going up there, sticking up the joint in the strip club with Dookie stains in his fucking drawers. Doing backflips and shit like he's some goddamn acrobat. All up in the VIP. Not down the floor with the hoodlums be. No, James Harden all up in VIP. not down on the floor where the hoodlums be. Doc Rivers should not lose his job. No thanks to some self-gratifying, grifting fuck. He shut it. He shut it. There's no way James Harden should get all that money, but he is. I told y'all months ago when that trade went down. I told everybody when that fucking trade went down that nobody won that trade. That James Harden was gonna, if he thought shit was gonna be sweet in New York, it wasn't gonna be sweet in Philadelphia. He think it was gonna be easy in Philadelphia, the same Philadelphia that ran Ben Simmons out of town. The same Philadelphia that ran Ben Simmons out of town. The same Ben Simmons that during the newscast one night, they had a video of a porta potty floating down the river. And that's what they thought of Ben Simmons. Think about that. They had a porta potty, a video of a porta potty floating down the river. And that's how they thought of Ben Simmons. Hit the like button, please, with a cherry on top. But that's what James Harden wanted to go to. That's what James Harden in practices, out there screaming and roaring like he's some ferocious lion and shit. That's what he was out there doing. He was out there getting it in like that, right? Get the fuck out of here. And then that first game, when you're playing, not even the first game, the first 4 games, they were playing all them cupcake opponents and shit. They were playing the Knicks and the Timberwolves and whoever, right? And they had nerve, the media, and Stephen A. Smith, yeah, your ass, your dark side headline, blowback ship up having ass, was sitting up there on TV. You, Tim Legler, Nick Wright, Chris Broussard, all you fucking jackasses was sitting up there saying that this duo of Joel Embiid and James Harden was the next Shaq and Kobe. Really? 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 Y'all really thought that James Harden and Joel Embiid was going to be the next Shaq and Kobe? Boy, if you don't get the fuck out of here. And that's why I hear about the media. They're sitting up here sensationalizing this shit, and you get some fucking dimwit who's out here eating fucking white chalk coming on my channel or going to Ticket channel or going to Raw channel talking this capping ass shit. That's right. That white chalk lead paint eating dope fiend who gets off the short bus before the regular kids get out of school. That's the kind of motherfucker that bring his ass in my goddamn chat room talking dumbass shit. Oh man, you watch, man, James Harden and Joel Embiid, man, they're gonna be the next Shaq and Kobe. Really? Where the fuck do you get that from? Stop with the sensationalism. Stop it. You can't fool me with knockoff Louis Vuitton. You can't. You can't. Lakers out here, when they acquired Andre Drummond, they thought he was going to be the next Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now, this motherfucker, the only thing he could do is hook his girl when they're at the goddamn steakhouse. That's the only time he do any kind of hook. This motherfucker ain't doing no goddamn hook in the game. Are you kidding me? But he the next Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Okay, fuck out of here. Media out here sensationalizing this bullshit every fucking day to try to catch the next phenomenon. They're trying to catch the next phenomenon. They're trying to be ahead of the power curve. Knowing these dudes wasn't built like that. Knowing James Harden was not built like that. At no point or another, this motherfucker wasn't built like that. And yet, oh man, he could be the next Kobe Bryant. But I thought he was a better scorer than Kobe Bryant, so which one is it? You said this motherfucker is a better scorer than Kobe Bryant, but yet he's supposed to be the next Shaq and Kobe alongside Jordan. Boy, if you don't get the fuck out of here. Because, see, he don't got that Mamba mentality. He ain't got it. He don't got it. That motherfucker don't got it. Look, I'm not saying that you can't go to the strip club. I'm not saying that. look, if you want big titties in your face every once in a while, go right ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because you only live once, okay? Hey, you got to have a little fun every once in a while, but this can't be your lifestyle. This cannot be what defines you. And unfortunately, titties and ass and condoms and KY jelly and honey buns is what defines James Harden. That's right. That's right. That shit right there defines James Harden. So I don't want to hear this bullshit about, oh man, James Harden, man, he go out here win a championship. With who? With who? This motherfucker's a fraud. He's a sham. He's a charlatan. He's a disgrace. And he needs to retire. He needs to retire. Now, now I have it on good faith in the months ahead, we're gonna hear about some bullshit ass injury that James Harden had. Because, you know, for most of the season, people was trying to hang on the fact, oh man, you know, he had that lingering hamstring injury. What's up, Nick Shepard? Oh man, he had that lingering hamstring, man. James Harden ain't been the same since he hurt this hamstring. So if he hurt his hamstring, why he at the club with little baby? Huh? Because it's not like he was in a wheelchair at the club. No. He wasn't at the club in a wheelchair. No, this motherfucker standing up there with a bottle in both hands. With his white eyes, black beard, and yellow teeth. Sitting up there, pouring it up. This motherfucker is a perennial underachiever. Yes. Yes. And ain't no way somebody can come up here and defend that. He is a perennial underachiever. Look, there are 3 guarantees in this world right now. Death, taxes, and James Harden sticking up the joint when it matters most. In the playoffs, at home. That's right. This motherfucker is a goddamn fraud, man. He's a fraud. Fraud! He's a goddamn fraud. Now, I'm going to play this clip one more time, and this time, we're going to play the clip in its entirety, okay? I'm going to play this clip one more time in its entirety. It's a 5-minute, 47-second clip. Now, the clips I've been playing before are like 38, 36, a minute. This time, we're going to play the whole entire clip. I'm going to empty the whole motherfucker on his ass before I get done with this shit today. I'm going to empty the whole entire fucking clip. Action!
James Harden, 0 points in the second half, just 2 shots taken in the second half, 11 points, 9 assists. The final game of the season for the Philadelphia 76ers. Apparently, he has plans for his future in Philly.
Nothing.
You only took 2 shots in the second half. Was there anything Miami did, or was it just?
We ran our offense. The ball, I feel like the ball moved and, it just didn't get back to me.
Why weren't you more aggressive?
Like I just said, we ran our offense. The ball, just didn't get back to me.
What else did when Miami came out and went on their run at the beginning of the second half? What were the biggest contributing factors to that? Miami's run that they went on at the beginning of the second half to kind of break the game open. Just what were the biggest things that led to that?
Yeah, bless you. We didn't score. They got some easy buckets in transition, some big shots, and kind of broke the game open.
How would you, reflect or evaluate, in case we don't see you tomorrow, reflect or evaluate on what's happened since you got here in mid-February, and what do you see this team being in the near future?
Man, it's for me personally. It's been a long year, but since I've been here, it's been great. You know, what I mean, we try to build something so fast. We try to build a championship contender team so fast, which I still think we are. We just missing a few pieces, but other than that, man, we try to go for it right away, and we just came up a little short. This doesn't stop. We still got to put work in and continue to keep going.
And what do you see with this team in the near future? You said you're going to opt in.
Yeah, we're trying to win a championship, man. That's the goal. So, whatever that looks like, to continue to build us individually, continue to get better, us as a unit, continue to get to know each other, find out what works, what doesn't work, and things like that.
So to be clear, you plan on still opting in?
Say it again?
To be clear, you plan on still opting in?
I'll be here. Yeah, I'll be here. Whatever makes this team, whatever allows this team to continue to grow and get better and do the things necessary to win and compete at the highest level.
James, you said the ball didn't get to you. Does the coach call plays to try to get the ball to you?
Next question.
What has it been like to learn to play with Joel, and then maybe specifically this week, watching him overcome thing after thing after thing? Like, what have you learned about his character over the last couple of weeks?
He'll do whatever it takes to win. You know what I mean? He just, with his injury, he just continues to fight, continues to be there for his team, even though he's not 100%. So, credit to him for that, for being out there. His presence alone is a game changer.
Did we see you at 100%? I mean, you came in with a hamstring. It seemed like it was aggravated.
I was getting there, man. It's like I said, it's been a long 2 years for me. I'm finally starting to, kind of feel okay again. So it'll be a great summer for me to kind of get, my body right and be ready to go for next year. These last 2 years have been a whirlwind now.
What's your level of optimism, with you having an entire summer to kind of get right and with?
I'm excited, man. I mean, I've been trying to get right throughout the course of a basketball season, for 2 years straight. And it's like, that's not it. You know what I mean? Like, so, all that summer I was rehabbing, and it was a little frustrating, you know what I mean? Because I'm not used to going through something like that. But it is what it is, and, I'm just happy to be healthy now. I got a full summer to be straight and to do the things necessary to come back even better next year.
And then similarly with the roster, it's tough to put complementary pieces around a team, mid-season, to have an entire summer, knowing you, Joel, Tyrese, to be able to kind of go out there and kind of build a roster that complements you guys, and how big will that be?
That's going to be huge, man. Huge. Roster, find the things that work, what doesn't work, and just to get to know each other. We've been here for 2-3 months. So we got a summer to be great, and, individually and collectively, and we're looking forward to it.
Dave, I know you're going to opt in, and that's like $47 million. But in regards to an extension, are you willing to take less for an extension?
Whatever it takes to help this team continue to grow and put us up there with the best of them.
How much does what you've seen from Tyrese over the last few months factor into your wanting to continue to be with this group?
I mean, not just Tyrese. The entire organization is built like, they're really good from top to bottom, and so that's the exciting part. But other than to answer your question, Tyrese his development, his maturity, these past few months that I've noticed has been really, really great. He continues to learn every single day, continues to go out there and compete, and he has that smile that makes guys wants to be around him.
Do you feel like you're now in a better situation than you were, say, in Brooklyn?
I'm not here to, I'm in a really good situation though. Really good situation.
Thanks, James.
Appreciate it, y'all.
$47 million. $47 million. What the fuck? Bro. Let's look at this shit real quick. Now, James Harden, I thought you had nothing to prove. Huh? Look, y'all. I want y'all to see this. Hold on. I want y'all to see this. I'm gonna share something with y'all. Just in case you hadn't seen it, I want to share this with y'all. That's his contract for next year. His contract next year. Because he's an unrestricted free agent after next season. Look at the number that's in green, and that's his contract salary for next year. That's the player option. $47 million. $47 million. Now, if he really wants to, quote unquote, do whatever it takes to win, do you think he's going to give back some of his salary so they can sign some quality bench players and things of that nature? Or, hey man, I gotta have my money. I gotta have my money. You know, I can't take less money. So you can't take less money to sign talent. You said you could do anything possible that's conducive to winning a championship. Are you going to give back some of that money so Philadelphia can sign some talent? Are you going to give up? Because look, 4 things you have to do when you want something, right? If you want a specific goal or you desire to accomplish a specific achievement, there's 4 things you got to do. You got to know what you want, what you're willing to give up, how you're going to do it, and when you're going to get it done. I'm going to repeat that again. You got to know what you want, what you're willing to give up, how you're going to do it, and when you're going to get it done. And James Harden, if you're not willing to give up the strip club, if you're not willing to give up the double D's and the triple C's and the and the ace of spades, if you're not willing to give that up, if you're not willing to give up having private parties at 3 a.m. after the club is over with, if you're not willing to evolve your fucking game, because you sitting up there trying to use that, oh man, I'm trying to break my way back from the hamstring, it's been long artery 2 years and all that. Man, I don't want anybody trying to hear that bullshit. If you on the court, you gotta produce. And you did not produce. But you sitting up there talking this bullshit about your hamstring for 2 years. I bet your hand ain't hurt when you sticking out that hand getting that goddamn check. Now, if you're not willing to do none of that shit, how the fuck are you gonna sit up there on an ESPN interview with that dark side headline having fuck Stephen A. Smith talking this shit about winning a championship? Who are you fooling? I told y'all that motherfucker ain't built like that. I told y'all this motherfucker ain't built like that. What, you gonna politic your way out of Philadelphia next? That's what you gonna do now? Oh, man, I can't work with Joel B, man. Joel B won't take all the shots, man. I only took 2 shots, man. That ball never got back to me. Hey, I'm just trying to run the offense the way the coach draws it up, man. The ball never got back to me, but yet you always bringing the ball up. What? 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 The ball never got back to you, but you bringing the ball up. What? Man, look. If, at this point, if you're still a James Harden fan, I don't know what else to tell. Look, I've been on this thing an hour, okay? Well over an hour, telling you this guy's a fraud. If you, at this point, still ride and die and swear your allegiance by James Harden, there's nothing else I can tell you. There's nothing else I can do for you. You can't be saved. You're a lost cause. Now, if you're not subscribing to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. And James Harden need to be banished to the shadow realm for that bullshit he did last night. Last but not least, shouts out to the LDBC, Lions Den basketball community. Yeah, because we the truth. If you want to be the first to know, you listen to us. If you want to be the first in the know, you listen to us. If you want real, unadulterated, unfiltered, uncompromising basketball content, you listen to me, Too Raw, LVZ, Ticket, all of us. Town, you listen to us. We got the ear to the streets. Polo, Luda Ryder, we got the ear to the streets. We know what the fuck's going on. If you want to be the last to know, then you listen to that Dark Side Headline. Fuck Stephen A. Smith. You listen to that Toucan Sam, Nick Wright. You listen to that Triple Bass Mouth, Goat Mouth, Shannon Sharp. And you listen to that clueless, out of touch with reality, Skip Bayless. You listen to them fucking clowns if you want to be the last to know. But if you want to be the first to know, if you want the truth, if you want it raw, uncut, fresh off the fucking boat, you listen to us. This your man. Scream at me.